everyone. Welcome back to the Team Empire podcast. You're here with your host, Shannon, and I have an awesome guest for you guys today. I have our newest NZIFBB Bikini Pro, Rochelle Lloyd. How are you, babe?
Yeah, I'm great. Life goes on.
Like we were just talking about this, hey, about like what's changed, and you're like, no, it's pretty much just the same, just got the pro card there. I love it. We're going to talk all about it, of course. And I've obviously had you on the pod before. If people want to know more about like you as a person, they might want to listen to that one too, because it's a really good pod if they haven't yet. Was one of my most popular ones I posted. So that was cool. But
Nice.
now you have like we're in a different place. We've just like so much has gone on. So many people are happy for you. So many people are so stoked about this whole outcome. So that's really cool. You've had all the best support in the world. But let's talk about it. 9 weeks. It's been 9 weeks. It's crazy how long it's been.
I
Um,
can't believe that.
so just tell us what you've been doing since 9 weeks. You said life goes on. Has anything changed? Like, what have you been up to?
Nah, nothing. Just like working. It literally just straight back into routine, kind of just like slowing things down, but not completely stopping, you know. It's just been like same. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just the lifestyle. Did you have a break after nationals, or like, are you still kind of on a break, or like, how have you gone with food and stuff?
Mm, I wouldn't call it a break. I would just call it like getting back into a normal, balanced way of living. Definitely enjoying some treats here and there, but still trying to keep things reined in, because we don't want to blow out for sure. And also wanting to stay lean for summer is hard when you haven't been eating all that food all year, but we're still like in such a good place where body fat's not too high. We've come out of it really nicely. So yeah, feeling good.
Nice, baby. Because you've done this so many times now. It's just to a point where you just know what you're doing, hey?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there'll be things you're like, oh fuck, probably shouldn't have had that chocolate bar, but whatever, like, and it's just about not beating yourself up about it, especially if you're not in a competition season.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're like, okay, there's a show in like 2 months. You're not like gunning for that. So it's like a little.
Yeah. Gotta loosen up a bit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Did you see the calendar come out for next year? And were you like hoping that there was a bikini pro show like everybody else? And were you like
Uh,
a little bit gutted about that, or are you okay?
I wasn't entirely sure what was going to happen with that because I did kind of hear things were in the works, blah blah blah, but no, not really. Yeah, because there's so much other things going on in life that I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah, no
who
rush.
knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Nice, babe. Before we get into everything else about your show and stuff like that, what like just tell us straight up, what is next for you? Like, have you done a little plan? Have you talked to Sheena? Have you guys thought about it? What can you share with us? Because obviously there's things you want to keep to yourself, but what can you tell us about your next steps?
Everything is kind of just still out in the open. I don't know if I will go straight for the shows next year. Obviously, getting to an international level is a lot more financially. So, personally, I'm just going to make sure that I do have everything there before I do take that leap because that is going to be probably not a cheap one. And I'm not going to just want to do one show. If I'm going to do it, then I'll probably do a little bit of a circuit. So, yeah, I'll just wait till I'm in a good position for that.
Yeah, there's a whole lot involved, hey, and it's like some people just
Yeah.
might see what might be involved in it, and there's a lot
Yeah.
more, and it's like got to leave you to do your thing, babe, and you want to come in on that first pro show like fucking
Boom.
100%, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
like represent New Zealand really good. So, and we know you will, so that's exciting. Would you reckon you'll like post about it when you've decided, or do you think you might keep it a little under wraps? Just like it's totally up to you what you do, but just for like all your fans out there, like that want to follow your journey.
I have no idea because there's been shows in the past when I first started competing. I was like, yeah, I'm 6 weeks, 12 weeks out, whatever. And then the last couple of shows, I was just like, not really
Mm.
much. I was just like, I just showed up in a way. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see. I probably will make it subtly known. Yeah, so we'll see.
We'll
We'll see.
see. Who knows? Stay tuned, guys. You never know. If she goes quiet, we might be like, that's something's happening. But we'll be watching, babe. We're all loving your journey and just want to see you like kill it because we know you will. So talk about Nationals Day show. Like it was obviously 9 weeks ago now, but just going back into your memory, was it like did it run smoothly? What was the day like for you? Was it like just a good normal Nationals? What was it like?
Um, it was good. There was a lot of other stuff going on. As you know, show days are always like just hectic. But I think because I've been growing up dancing and all this other stuff, the whole anticipation of show day, I'm kind of just like, I feel like I'm in my own little bubble, and things actually ran super, super smoothly in regards to how they were running the show. So that was really good. And we were like in and out. Still had to wait till really, really late, but got to finish on stage early. So that was quite nice. But yeah, super smooth. And it was just, everything just went really well.
Yeah, really nice. And for having two shows in the same day, was that the first time you've done a nationals like that, like double back to back, or have they done that before?
I've done that before, yeah. So I've experienced that. But yeah, I think there was like the Wellington one. They did the naturals in the morning, and I remember talking to some of the other athletes. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're just on the morning show," and I was like, "What?" I couldn't believe they had done that. I just think that was crazy, and for those athletes to be there all day, like props to them. I couldn't fucking do it. I get too hungry.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, I'm doing both.
Get me
Like,
out.
yeah, you're crazy. How did you do it? But a lot of people did it. So good on them. I bet they were fucked the next day, but it was worth it.
Yeah, yeah.
How was it, like we've just talked briefly about it, but how was your reverse out of this show? Was it the same as all the other ones? Is it pretty much just being like normal, or do you feel like a motivation maybe because you're
I
pro?
mean, I've definitely had reverse that have been a lot worse. But this one was pretty good. Like I enjoyed the treats and they jump back on because I know how it makes my gut feel. And if I had too much, then that's not a fun time. So we definitely just try keep it under wraps. But yeah, had the treats.
Yeah,
The girl gotta have them.
gotta have them, man, especially after
Yeah.
it's part of it.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
All
And then
of it.
I think it's a good motivator for like not to like binge or eat bad is like digestion.
Mm,
Like that's my number one thing. I'm like, no.
yeah. I mean, also I don't want to like put back on straight away what I've worked so hard to achieve. I want to adapt and build on that. And yeah, body recomp's been more of a focus. Like trying to grow the glutes, keep the waist small. So yeah.
Yeah, don't want to undo all that hard work. It takes so long to
No,
get
yeah.
there. Oh my God. Let's talk about your feels between Waikato's and Nationals, because this was probably
Oh,
one of the things, right? And like this was just, yeah, I just want to know what was in your head, because obviously everyone was feeling like almost like what the fuck, how did Rochelle not get first at Waikato, but you just don't know who's going to show up, and then
yeah.
you smash nationals and it's like everyone was like what happened between the two, but if you've got an educated eye you can see the difference of
Yeah.
you looked incredibly different between two shows. But what were your feelings between the two, and like after Waikato were you like, were you a bit gutted or were you sweet, or were you, how were you feeling?
I was fucking fired up, to be honest. I was like, in a good way though, because I was talking to Lily backstage. I fucking love her. She is such a gem. We connected on moustache cookies and just like, on treats.
Yeah.
And 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 then she like stood up and I was like, oh fuck, she's gonna beat me. I just knew it. I just knew it. I was like, this isn't my show. Anyway, this isn't my show. It's okay. And she didn't beat me. She beat me because she was tighter in the back and they wanted to see a little bit more of that from me just to nail the package that I had. So I was super, super determined to push and like just show them exactly what they were asking for. But yeah, coming second, like, I mean, I've come second, I've come second, I've come second, I've come second. So for me, I'm just like, come on, let's do this. Like, this has to be it. I was just going all in. So yeah, I don't know. I was just in it, tunnel vision. It was
Yeah.
good. It felt good to just push for that.
Nice, babe. I think everyone was just like hoping that was how you're feeling, because you know how like
Yeah.
some people get disheartened and it's like, oh, we don't want you to be just like gutted about it. Like we want you to go, and you did.
Oh no, I think I had my meltdown after Auckland's last year. We're all good.
It's done. She already did
Yeah.
it. We knew what was going to happen. So do you reckon that maybe like you obviously improved, but do you reckon Lily maybe stayed a bit the same between the two shows? Like there wasn't as much difference in her? That was kind of
She definitely came in more conditioned. I could see that just from my eye, like in person. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not really focused on other people's physiques that much. So, but she definitely came in more conditioned. Yeah.
Eve. I love
She
that.
did well. She gave me a good run for my money. So
Yeah, we love it though. Put
yeah.
everyone to work. Like it's fun. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
that was her first season too. I think she's only like 19, 20 or something. She's so young, so much potential. Yeah, and I can't wait to see what she brings next year.
Crazy. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good to see.
Yeah.
What did you change between the two shows? So was there anything like, obviously your physique changed a little bit, but what did you do there? And was there posing changes as well? What did you do?
A maybe a slight posing change has brought the feet in a little bit more, something to do with my front foot that I was standing on, just like ever so slight little changes. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Fucking carbs were the lowest they had ever been, and that was horrible. I can't complain though, because Cass was on none and I was on only like 40, but that was horrible. So props to her. But that, for me, being that the lowest I'd ever experienced, it was really hard. I was hungry, but worth it.
With it. And now you've got that experience, you've done it now.
Yes. Every time, like when you're getting these new demands and stresses put on you, that challenge there is like, okay, come on, prove it to yourself. You can do this. Yeah. So just always kind of like pulling on that and using that to fuel the fire.
Yeah, it's always a chance to do better, eh? Each time. I love that. Like we just talked about this before, but what goes through your mind when you come second? And like, is that hard? Like maybe when you started competing, it would be a little bit different. But what happens if like someone gets on the stage and they just feel gutted about coming second? Like, do you have to compose yourself, and you're fucking really good at that. Like at Waikato's, you were just like, Lily, this is your, like, you're just lovely. And like some people, I don't know how do you compose yourself in that moment?
I think if you're going into the show and you've got this mindset of like all or nothing, you're not going to go very far. Like you put all or nothing into your training. Like you go hard out, you put everything all in. But if you don't come away from the show winning that first place, it's not the end of the world. So it's not just the show day that matters, it's everything else that you've got to put your all into it. And you should feed off of that second or third place. Like you probably looked just as good or just had something slightly better in some certain areas, but they've beat you on something else, and that's where you need to then work on those weaknesses so that you do have the full package. It's not about thinking that someone's better than you. It's about how can you be better than yourself. And I think that's the reason why I've always kind of placed in that top 3. I've never really been, or top 2, is because I've always been looking at how I can be better than I was at the last show.
Yeah, nice. And using your own feedback and all of your own right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like you said, like fueling your fire, add it to the gas.
Yeah.
And I hear it a lot, like Ashley Kay says it all the time, that you're going to lose more than you're going to win in the sport. So you kind of have to get used to it as well. But
yeah,
like the way you compose yourself on stage, like you're definitely a pro. Like you've just got that in you now, like it's definitely it's built up over time, but you're just like so gracious, and it's just so cool to see. Some chicks, you can see them get a little salty, and it's like, and you understand it, like, oh my God.
It's just like, why though? It's just like, we should love everyone.
Yeah. And everyone deserves their moment. Like, come on, you're next. But it's just a little bit hard. I guess people put so much into it that they just like did all that for not like for second, and it's like, well, that's not the end of the world,
Yeah, exactly. If I'm like anything for it, just keep going. Especially if you're only like 1 or 2 shows deep, don't get cut up.
True.
I've done like how many? 15? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. Like you just gotta keep grinding. You gotta go for the longevity of the sport, hey, because it's a long.
Exactly. Because especially once you turn pro and you're going to try get to Olympia and you're going to want to do all the circuits and try get all the points or try win all the titles, it's going to add up then. So you're going to have to be prepared for that as well, because it gets harder.
It's not going to get easier, is it?
No. Everyone looks fucking mean.
Build that tough skin now in the amateur level. You can. Oh my God. Has everyone been really nice to you since you won? Have you had any haters or any shit, or like, how we just sometimes have it in New Zealand, or has it been just nothing but love? What's it been like for you?
Oh, nothing but love. I'm just blown away. I'm blown away, honestly. Yeah. Yay. It's been amazing to experience that, and it took me forever to get through everyone's messages. Very overwhelming, but yeah, just wow, because I did not expect to have that much support. So yeah,
babe, so many people in your corner. It's good to see, because we always have haters here in New Zealand, but it's nice to have that. I feel like there's more of the love stuff coming out, and it's
I think when you emit that frequency, more of that will come back to you as well. Like if you're someone that is kind of salty on the inside and you're like, then you're probably going to attract more of that. So keep your vibe high, because that energy will really attract those people that come into your life, and the negativity
won't even get in the door. Like
Yeah,
So
evil eye.
you're not welcome. I love it. We got some questions from Instagram. Should we go through those, babe?
Oh shit, really cool. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
What was your feedback at Nationals, if you could share anything?
I don't know if I asked for my feedback. I can't remember if Sheena and I had this conversation
Yeah.
about feedback, but I think the focus for us moving forward is more glute projection. Just yeah, not really growing too much anywhere. We're at quite a good size, just kind of maintain that. Yeah,
Nice, babe. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Not much
nothing
to
too much, I guess, because I think it's there. I
do.
think we're ready for that, but yeah, just trying to maintain that without going too far over the line or not trying to like build my quads at all. So trying to, I'm not even touching them, haven't touched them for like a year. So it's been nice. So just everything's glutes.
Everything's glutes built in, and your glutes have grown a lot over the years. We've all
Yeah,
seen.
so I'm kind of scared about how the next couple of months the year's going. Yeah, Ashley K, watch out. No.
She's coming. I love it. I love it. Well, that's good to know. Are you sad? Like, are you kind of gutted that you can't train like legs? Is like, are you like, fuck it, I'll go wellness and just so I can train?
Um, I don't know. You never know what's going to happen. Like I might just one day be like, fuck it, I want to eat everything and just lift heavy again and push that. But yeah, we'll see. Wait, that's maybe like years and years down the line. But we've worked so hard to get to bikini, so we might as well just keep focusing on that. But yeah.
Sure, nice, mate. So you're kind of like doing like maintenance kind of training throughout your whole body kind of thing at the moment?
Yeah.
Nothing's like 2 RM or 4 RM or anything like crazy?
Nah, everything I'm normally like the lowest I think I would ever be 8, and that's definitely for like hip thrusts or something. Everything else I'm sticking towards like that 10, 15, 12 range. Right now, normally I'm like just a solid 10 gal. I love 10 reps, but I will
Clean.
crank out like a million sets. So yeah, it really depends on how I'm kind of feeling. And I could just go from there. But right now, focusing on the higher rep range because it is coming into beach days when I've been in a bikini. So just yeah, keeping the heart rate up, keeping things kind of moving a lot more.
Is there anything else other than like quads that you're not touching at all? Like, do you do any triceps or any like anything on your back or
Um,
anything?
uh, I do my arms like once in blue moon, but like really ever. And like same with my calves, like I might do like one random set, but I won't do like a whole 3 sets of 20. I did that like a couple of weeks ago and then I couldn't walk for 3 days because my calves were so sore. So I just at the moment haven't been touching my calves. However, I think that is something that I can improve to bring in a little bit more conditioning to match the conditioning of the like rest of my body as well. Because yeah, I feel like they could pop more maybe.
Yeah, little fine tuning bits and pieces.
Yeah, just little bits like that.
Yeah, it's fun, babe. You've already got all the
Yeah.
cake being made. You're just doing the icing on the top. I love it.
Yeah, that's exactly what Sheena says. It's the icing on the cake.
Icing on the
Yeah.
cake, babe. Yeah, I love it. What pro show would be your favorite to compete at?
Olympia or Arnold. I
Yeah,
guess
but
excuse
maybe
me.
below that. Maybe below Olympia.
Like I don't even really know too many. Sheena was talking about like Muscle Bros or something like that. They yeah, I don't know because I don't actually know all of the shows, but definitely like there's like New York Pro, those sorts of ones, like all the big ones for sure. Yeah.
Cool, babe. That's what I would want to do too. All in the US, cake.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're just the best. Is Olympia the goal? Like we all know the answer, but that was from Instagram.
Yeah, fuck yeah. One day, one day.
And you're a step closer now, babe. That's like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just that's so amazing. It just makes it that much easier now.
Yeah, like that was one of the hardest steps for people, and you've got through that there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next one. On to the next. What were your post nationals treats that you had?
Definitely moustache cookies. I don't know if I had cinnamon scrolls that time. I had them after Waikato's, I think. Oh, and I had Wendy's because that was the only thing that was open.
Oh, you were so late, eh? What time did you
Yeah.
get up?
Oh my gosh. I was so hungry. I was eating like all the chocolates and stuff that I had lying around, but
You needed like
That's
a meal
okay.
that way.
Yeah. I think I had 2 burgers. That was mean.
Nice, babe. It was a late show and you deserve whatever you could find.
Yeah.
What are your favorite glute exercises for building?
Well, I kind of just always do hip thrust on the Smith machine. It's my fave. Um, and especially I can just kind of like lay there for 10 sets or something, you know.
Yeah, easy to step
Um,
weight on too.
yeah. And I sit on that abduction machine a lot. I don't know, they feel good. I can hold the isometric holds really, really well. And kind of like do a few variations. So yeah, just as many variations of like the main movements, your hip hinges, RDLs, with dumbbells, not so much on the Smith machine, but yeah, mix it up between those two.
Yeah, nice. I like it. There you go, girls. If someone wanted to build their glutes, go get it. And
Mm.
similar with the shoulder, what does your shoulder day look like?
I kind of just do like a bit of an all over push, just depending on how I feel. Some days I will do like the tiniest bit of chest and arms, other days I won't at all. But generally just like the basics, you know, press, reverse fly, um, raises, just like all the basics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Get it, girls, because your delts have grown heaps too, and I'm so jelly. I'm gonna go
I'm
get
just
them.
always doing the same thing, I think. I remember I used to be able to do like 8 kg lateral raises, and then I just surprised myself one day because the 10 kgs were gone. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have to do 12. So
Yeah.
I did 12. Yeah, yeah.
Is that what you're doing at the moment? What do you get up there now?
Yeah, like I did 10 reps.
Ah,
Yeah.
that is so good. And the big boy
A little
rack,
bit of a push, but yeah, I
yeah.
should probably calm down a bit on the doubts.
Down to the tens again, babes.
Yeah.
Chilled out. No, I love that. You can always do more than you think. Like a lot of people underestimate themselves. Hey, like
That's
try
exactly it. It's so funny training my clients. I'm like, here we go. And they're like, huh? I'm like, go on.
it out before you
Let's
argue.
go.
And then they're like, oh my God, I can do it. It's like the
Yeah.
best. I love it. Perks of the job, hey, babe.
Self-belief.
Yeah, I reckon. That's our questions from Instagram, but I've still got a couple more for you. Your bikini was and everything else was so beautiful at Nationals, but as always, it just continues to get better every year. I love it. But who did your hair, makeup, and bikini and all that? Tell us about your glam squad.
So bikini was from Accentuate, as always. Sarah is absolutely amazing. And I just wore the same bikini for Waikato's that I did for Nationals. However, this time we had like it's not quite a pro cut, but it was the new cut bottoms and the way she did the clip on to the side rather than having to slip up. Game changer. My life was changed with that shit. Like just being able to just slip it on the side. Oh, yeah, amazing. So she really hit the nail on the head with that and absolutely loved it. She's done all my other bikinis for the last couple of years. So yeah, always go with Accentuate if you want a New Zealand made bikini. Here, Chloe, she is the literal best stage mom. So thank you for letting me borrow her because
Yeah.
that is his best friend and she is just amazing. Like he says, everyone needs a Chloe. But yeah, couldn't have done it without her. Did my hair, did all the curls, helped me do everything backstage, as needed, just kind of like keeping an eye on things for me. And for my makeup this time, I actually got this lovely lady called Layla. I think her IG, you can find her as Makeup by Layla. I think that's it. But yeah, she's Auckland based. She's absolutely amazing. Has done all this like cool drag makeup and just really went like oomph for the stage. It was good. Yeah.
Nice, babe. That's cool. It's just good to know who uses who because it's always like when it comes together so nicely, it's like, well, now I want recommendations. So,
Yeah. She's amazing.
yeah. And you use Protan, isn't it? Like, do you use Protan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chloe does my tan as well. I just prefer that as you know, because she's tan you too. Yeah.
She's the best. She's too
Yeah.
good. Like attention to detail is just there. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. And now you're gonna be doing different tans with your pro league. Like they do all the tans for you, I think, and they gloss you up, don't they, and stuff. It's
Yeah. Or I'm not sure what some of the girls did for Hawaii. I'm not sure if they were doing their
um,
own tans.
Kate did her own. Yeah, base coats and our own tans all the way up until the show day when they do
Yeah, okay, sweet. I was wondering if they did that. Yeah. So just, yeah, I'd probably do something like that as well.
Yeah, you feel safer on your own, like just in your hotel room or whatever. If you have to travel, it's like just safer on your own, hey?
Yeah, I remember the first couple of years when I started competing and all the girls like cramped out back or whatever. I'm just like, and everyone's like staring at each other naked. I'm just like, I don't want to be here. Yeah. Like, no, everyone's got a body. I know, I completely understand. But like, I've got anxiety with the shit. I just want to be in my cozy robe, like, don't have to stress. So I personally just prefer to get it done when there's not all this rush and energy around. Trying to keep the cortisol levels down, obviously. So any way to keep stress from, we will do that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's a very good plan. I would agree with that. I'm all
Yeah.
obviously this time of the year, post nationals, post season, blah blah blah, everyone freaks out. There's a lot of body dysmorphia going around. There's a lot of like people reverse dieting for the first time and like, oh, I'm fat, and it's like, no, you're not, sis. You're fine. But like, what do you have any tips for these girls that are like going through this at the moment? I feel like they take it really hard. For my first show, I feel like I've dealt with it okay, but some people really struggle. Do you have any advice for that?
I mean, like for me personally, I've kind of been teasing myself a little, but it is only because you have been conditioned so lean to a state that it's not actually healthy. So they need to remember that being that stage lean all the time is not healthy. So when you get back to being 11% body fat and above, I mean, some girls probably don't even hit that 11% for show day yet, but it's like once you get back into that, that 15 to 18% body fat, you're more healthier, a bit more normal. You probably feel slightly uncomfortable because your skin is doing all these other things again. But it's about realizing the difference between actually being healthy versus unhealthy in different sorts of ways. So, yeah, like I completely understand that being that lean, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel fucking mean. This is the best physique I've ever had. Da, 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 da. But you have to remember that that's not actually attainable all year round, especially for females. For males, it's a lot easier because they hold body fat different. They look different with different levels of body fat. But if you are a woman, then you kind of just need to give yourself more love during this process. There's no point in talking negatively to yourself because you're going to believe that, and then you're going to get into a negative cycle again, whether that's binge eating or not eating enough at all. Whatever it is, you have to control the mindset around that and give yourself that encouraging thoughts. Yes, be aware when you've probably gone a little bit overboard, but all you need to do is just go back on your diet, be consistent, don't touch the shit for a couple of weeks, and give yourself a treat here and there. So it's just about learning to manage what works for you in that way, but always giving yourself the positive talk is key.
Yeah, I 100% agree, babe. That's a good thing to remember, is the health thing. Like, it's not all about just like looking shredded. Like, it's actually health and your hormones, and like, have you got your period, babe? Do you want your period back? That might be nice.
That's exactly it. And like, might be a TMI story, but about a year and a half ago, I came off the pill. I'd been on it since I was like 13, 14. So my hormones were completely out of whack, and I came off them after I had surgery last year, trying to start prep again, so everything was a bit crazy, and I had like this extra long cycle, and then I would miss one and then be extra long again. So it's only just until recent this year, it's taken a year and a half for my hormones to be fully rebalanced, but it didn't necessarily disappear in that time. It was just everything was kind of like rebalancing out. So yeah, you need to make sure that your hormones, you're getting your regular cycle before you want to jump into a show, I reckon, because if something's not responding correctly, your body is not going to be producing optimum results.
Yeah, that's so true. If it's not already okay, doing prep's not going to help it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
probably make it worse, like, to be honest, and like you said, like, it takes a long time for your hormones to balance. It takes
yeah.
so long. Anyone that's gone off the pill, like myself included, like, it's so hard, and your emotions, everything's fucked. So it's like probably not a good time to start prep, but you got to give
I was
yourself.
just, yeah, like I was just so grateful I had Sheena to guide me all through that, because yeah, like I'd had preps before where I was on the pill and I was eating over 2,000 calories still, and I had completely lost it because I was so lean. It was just that my body was responding differently at that time. So having a coach that has been through that before, has experienced that, knows what they're doing, knows what hormones are doing, is just a game changer.
Yeah, that's so true. Having that proper advice and proper guidance
Mm.
on needs to be done, especially if hormones and like if you've got endo and you're wanting to commit any of that kind of thing, you don't
Yeah.
trust them, you don't.
Yeah, that'd be, yes, I can imagine that would be especially harder for females that do have that.
Yeah, definitely. And we're all in the age of like childbearing age, and like maybe you do want to have kids like in the next sort of within the next 10 years. Like it's all very much just needs to be considered.
Mm.
And reverse why reverse dieting is important too, because otherwise you're going
Yeah.
from 100 and that fucks your hormones just as much as coming down and the
Yeah.
calories. So just
Yeah, see, that's what happened to me. The shock, that's what happened to me. I'd missed my last one just because of the shock coming from so lean, getting back into normality. My body was like, what's going on? But now, it's all healthy, balanced again. It's perfect. Yeah,
yeah, there's more to consider than just keeping your abs. There's a lot more.
yeah,
Yeah, so just something to
yeah.
think about. Well, that's good advice, babe. That's perfect. Nailed it on the head. What are some things you have in your show day bag? She walks in with her fucking like travel bag, and I'm like, holy shit, as you see with her, lays it all out. Remember at Waikato's because I was with you, and you're like, you had everything there. I was like, do you have this? She's like, got it. So what are some things what are some things you need in your show day bag? Maybe for like first timers too. What do you think that's something that people just overlook? Like,
Oh
what do
my
we?
gosh, blanket, pillow, charger, earphones, book. Um, I don't know. Like I'm like very like let's make myself as cozy as possible. Snacks, knife, peanut butter, rice cake, whatever you need. Like literally whatever you need. Chloe was amazing because she had all the extra little bits like bobby pins and teaser combs and just everything else. So yeah, I reckon like put as much as you can in all the nooks and crannies because you never know what is going to happen. I know some girls were asking for like sewing needles to fix their bikini on show day. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Just be prepared.
Be prepared. Bring everything. So
Mm.
you can always unpack it all later. It doesn't matter. There's not like a
Yeah.
weight of stuff.
Shiwi.
Yes, fucking A,
I
Sheely.
love that thing, I'll tell you.
Yeah, and people use paper cups with a
I'm,
hole
nah,
in
I'm
it.
not a paper cup gal.
Shiwi, man. You can
Yeah.
get it from like Mighty Ape and stuff, guys, and like
Yeah.
deliver the next
Not even $2 at some things on like AliExpress or whatever.
Yeah, just grab what honestly you won't regret it. And there was a few girls at Nationals actually who you could tell did not use a shiwi, and they were on
Mm.
stage in their back pose, and we were like, what? Like, no, she's fucked with tan. And you could tell it was a P line. It's like, no. So shiwis, girls. And also I forgot my
Yeah.
cutlery, so bring your cutlery. I was
Yeah. Yeah.
like, price like this. Which is fine, but the more you can bring the better, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just take what all the essentials.
Make a list.
Yeah, yeah. I know Amy was like writing like a Excel spreadsheet list or something for traveling. Like me, I'm gonna ask for that one day.
There you go, guys. Go hit up Amy. I think Amy Jacobs say she's got a whole
Yeah.
spreadsheet. So organized, that girl. And I think Melissa Exton did a reel on her Instagram about what she puts in her show day bag as well. So if you need more ideas, there you go. What were your thoughts on the O this year? We haven't even talked since the O's been done. Like, what do you think about Jen this year? Did you love it? What do you think about Laura
Oh,
Lee?
I'm so fucking glad she won. Oh, I was rooting for her. Personally, I don't think Maureen should have won last year. Like, even though Jen was a little bit on the more conditioned side, so I think like her glute ratio was better with her shape over Maureen. But yeah, very, very, very happy that she took back that title.
So exciting. And they're very different bodies, hey, Maureen to Jen. I've always thought that too. I'm like, what the fuck? How is this
Yeah.
person
I'm
so
just waiting for Isa to come back up because she's definitely looking more. She had this amazing physique a couple of years ago where she was starting to look a bit more built rather than on the shrunk side, and I think she's found the balance of the between now, and like yeah, she's just starting to look like her old self again.
she's got a tricky physique, hey? Like
Yeah,
she can easily grow it. Like she looks a bit figurey sometimes, and then her glutes are just like pound. She'll get
yeah.
it. Hey, do you think she'll get it one day?
I reckon she'll come back. She'll come back.
She'll come back. She's gonna get it. Oh, she's already won it, hasn't she? But just a
Yeah,
long time ago, So it's like time. She just wants it again. She just wants it like Ash K. They just want it again.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's so cool. And Jen looked good. Do you think her physique looked different? Well, obviously it looked a bit different than last year, but fuller, and her posing changes. Did you like?
That posing she changed with her knee, because she's got hyperextensive knees, just needing to soften the joint slightly and stand up on
Yeah,
her leg rather than sinking into that knee joint, just changes her shape entirely. So yeah, it's beautiful.
you needed that. Hey, it was just
Mm.
like a game over, pretty much.
Yeah, I could see. I was like, if like I was thinking as well last couple of times, if only she just softened her knee and stood up, that would change everything. And that's kind of like what they were working on, is like just yeah.
She did it. She got it done. And then what do you think of like Laura Lee's posing routine? It was a little bit extra, but did
Oh,
you
to be honest, I didn't even watch her.
and you didn't miss much again? No, she
No.
was stoked about it, but it wasn't like it was so different. It was just
Yeah,
different. You know what I mean? Like, it's not quite
not
bikini
her usual.
as usual, but it's cool. It's just good to see these chicks that are so hungry and they're all like fucking coming to get it. Um, are you working on anything posing wise at the moment, or are you just kind of like just practicing as you go?
Um, for now, I've just kind of like put a pause on posing. I'm putting more of a focus on like recovering mobility. Um, Posing will always be kind of like drilled into me, and it's easy to just kind of like pick back up and shift into it again and keep improving on it from there. So I do like only the tiniest bits in my improvement seasons. I don't really have a major focus on it. Because it is like a dance routine when it comes to this like showtime, I'm getting ready for it, I'm getting prepared, I'm putting all more of a focus on it then. But yeah, just make sure that my body is moving, my joints are healthy in that improvement season.
Nice, babe. That's good. That's so, and it's like natural for you anyway. You've done it for so long, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like all you need to do is like catch up when it's showtime, right?
It's like, Sheena, can I just jump on a call? And she's like, yeah, easy. So just having someone else's eye, because I obviously can't always see things as she's going to see them. So yeah.
Yeah. Nice, babe. Speaking of recovery, though, what do you do for? Because I love your recovery stuff. You're like a warm up queen. You're a stretch. Fucking love that. People need to do more of this stuff. We both know. But like, what do you do for your recovery, and what do you absolutely swear by? Is there like acupuncture or anything in there that you're like, I have to have it like
So
weekly or second fortnightly or whatever?
yeah, for sure. So when I am getting right into the peak, like at the moment, I've only been seeing the physio every fortnight. When I'm in that competition season for the months leading up to it, I'm like on it weekly. Um, Try get massages every week. It's not always the case, but definitely make that a main focus as well. So I'm seeing at least like those two people every week or every other week. Um, Taking as much time as I can to just stretch either after or before I go to bed, like just a little bit to just loosen up. And yeah, just like even if it's just like a couple of exercises next to a machine. Sometimes, life is busy. We don't necessarily always get to do like half an hour warm up, half an hour cool down. But even if I'm warming up on a machine, I'm like kind of building into that, and I'll do a little stretch by the side, move my body as needed, rather than just kind of like trying to go heavy right away. So yeah.
It's a game changer. We need it. Guys need to do
Yeah,
it. And stretching,
super,
man.
super important.
Yeah, it's so important, right? It's good to do. And like you just feel better when you're training.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, there's nothing worse than training and you're like your QLs are pulling because you've got tight glutes or something like that. So yeah, just making that a big priority, like releasing off your hip flexors, adductors, because if everything is quite tight in there, you're going to be feeling it other places, and your lifts aren't going to be as great as they could be because you're focusing too much on the pain in your body. Yeah, so super important.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, babe. I'm with you. Take notes for everyone. Go and do it. Are
Watch
you
my mobility reels.
yeah, yes, and she does a lot of them, so go check them out on Instagram. Well, how's your work and stuff going, babe? Like, so you do coaching, you've got Monet, you do so many things going on, and
Yeah.
like, how do you manage it all with prep, and how are you going right now with like business?
So, obviously the start of the year, I was probably a lot more tied down. I've only got 2 more shifts left on the desk because I had regressed those hours significantly. At the start of the year, I was doing like 4 days, dropped it to 3, now only doing 2, and just like building my PT client base back up around that. So next year I'll just be back to full-time PT again. However, it technically won't be full-time because I've still got obviously all the other online side things that I'll be pushing to. So just more of a focus back into that entrepreneurial role, I guess, and not working for someone else. So yeah, that's the focus for next year.
Busy girl, I love it.
Yeah.
Any little plans that you can let us know about, or are you just going to continue growing like with your businesses and stuff like that too?
I guess I'll just the usual, like I'll plan some challenges, etc. But yeah, nothing really major in the works. I haven't really completely sat down yet and done all the quarterly planning, whatever, So yeah, we'll see how we go.
It's a new year
There's
job.
gonna be lots coming though.
Yeah, it's nice, babe. Go follow your business page, Wellness Rocks. Hey, is it
By Rocks, yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. Go and follow both pages, guys, so you can see what's going on with Rochelle's prep life and her business life. There's always stuff going on in there and good mobility videos, which we just went over. When it comes to nutrition, this is probably a bit cheeky to ask, but a lot of people get like really in their head about like how many calories you're doing and whatever. I wanted to know how high you generally go, like in a big, like your highest that you'd go, and then maybe around like the lowest, because I feel like people don't fucking go high enough sometimes. Some people like to really keep it down here. So I was just gonna say, like, Rochelle, what do you like? How big is your range? Essentially, is pretty much what I'm asking.
I mean, I say my high days, I haven't tracked
Yeah.
properly, because if I've like had, takeout or something like that, I'm not necessarily tracking that. I'm just eating it and enjoying it and not stressing too much. With a previous coach, the highest I had got up to between that Natural Nationals to Auckland, can't remember what year that was now, but I was on over 2,500. I was losing body fat and gaining lean muscle. So it is completely possible to continue building from that. And then like with Sheena, I think I was sitting at about somewhere around the 2,000 mark, 2,200 before she started bringing me back down. And the lowest we got was maybe like 1,400.
Nice.
And that's the lowest I've ever had. So
that's cool. That's good to know, babe, because I think a lot of people think you have to be on like 1,000 calories to do the sport. Like, how that's just like a misconception out there. Like, people think you've got to run yourself into the ground. And it's like, you actually don't have to do that. Let me
no, yeah. It really depends. It really depends on your coach, on you, on what you're doing. Like, if you are someone who's like already on a generous amount of carbs and nothing's kind of shifting, what are you doing? Are you having something else? Because if your coach it has been a slight drop and nothing's changing, then they're going to drop you again because they they don't know what's happening and why your body isn't responding. So you've got to make sure that you are like to the T on the plan with the food, because every little bit does actually count when you're on prep. It really does.
Yeah. And another reason to be honest with your coach, like 100% honest. Don't be embarrassed. Like, tell them, because otherwise you're going to take more food away and it won't actually be the right thing to do. It's like scary.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Like sneaking mouthfuls of Biscoff, and I can tell you that from experience. No, like, yeah.
Everybody's cheated on their diet, okay? At some point, we all know the tricks. But that's true, right? Every athlete is pretty much cheated on their diet at least once, right? I think that's
awesome. Like, we're not perfect. You just have to look at that, be aware of that, and know, okay, I need to improve on that.
Yeah, and learn from it, hey? Because like a little scoop of stuff is nice for a second, but right after you've had it, you're like, fuck, I wish I didn't do that. It wasn't even that good. Like, I just saved it, but I love it. We're always learning. I've already asked what your training like at the moment is. So what are you up to for Christmas, babe? Are you doing anything? Like, are you working through? Are you taking some time off?
Oh no, I've only got like 4 more days worth of working in the gym, and then I'll just do whatever when I feel like it on the online side of things. But yeah, nothing crazy for Christmas. We always tend to just stay in Auckland because everyone goes away, so it's nice and quiet. You're probably going down to Hawke's Bay, aren't you?
Not this year. No, normally I do. Yeah, but I'm going to stay with you. Go down early next year, so I'll be up here. Maybe we'll catch up.
Yeah.
But it's always nice in Auckland because most people like fuck off. At least the children and the families go away. So it's like it's nice, hey. So
good. I love it.
Yeah, me too. We deserve a little bit of downtime. And last question for you, babe. Any advice for bikini athletes that are like, we all know there's a few here in New Zealand. You were one of them until this year that are like going for the pro card and just not getting there, and going for the pro card and just not getting there. You know, there's a whole bunch of them on the radar. What would your advice be to them to keep going? Like, do you have any sort of like momentum advice for them?
I would say firstly, just look at maybe why you aren't quite getting there. Like really do a big look at why. Like it might not necessarily just be your physique. It might be your mindset. It might be your eating habits. It might be all these other things that are actually linking into the energy, the karma, the divine timing, all of that shit as to why you're just not quite there yet. And for me, until I got my mindset right, I got my eating 110% perfect, like not like nothing off. That was then like, okay, everything, this is perfect. This is it. I'm doing it. My body I've been working years to create this. Like the full self-belief was in that. So yeah, you have to look at other things, because if you're subconsciously doubting yourself, that's going to be the main thing that powers over the one, like, okay, I am ready to be a bikini pro. You're subconsciously programming everything. So it's kind of like sitting in the back of your mind. And for me, that was like a massive thing, was just like always kind of doubting myself, like, no, I'm ready. But then also like, oh fuck, but she had this and and just like, doing all that sort of stuff. So just really, really look at things within yourself as to why you might not actually be there yet, because it might just not be that your physique isn't good enough. It might be other things as well. But yeah, definitely making sure like you have the right coach, everything is good, perfect, ready to go. You have changed things in your physique as well. Just yeah, it's a long journey, and everyone comes to it on their own when it is the right time for them.
I agree with that. I reckon the universe has your back with this. Like if you're not ready, it won't give you that, because it's going to be hard.
Yeah. Like, and if you're not listening to the things that like your intuition, the universe is telling you on that journey, like if you're kind of ignoring like, oh, you shouldn't have had that Biscoff, if you're ignoring that and then have another one the next day, it's going to be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. What's the
like
point?
You're not aligning with your highest potential here. So yeah, there's all that shit that goes on, I think, personally.
Yeah. Live it and breathe it. And it's not going to happen for you unless you're fully invested, right?
Yeah.
Like a pro before you're even a pro. Love that, babe. So much good advice from you today. Picking your brains with the wisdom, girl. I love it. Do you have any sponsors at the moment you want to mention, shout out, give out some codes and things like that so people can support you?
No sponsors at the minute, but we are an ambassador for NZ Muscle and Infinite. So I think with Infinite, it is just Rox, ROX, NZ Muscle, Rochelle, just one E, I'm pretty sure, but you guys can find them in the link in my bios as well. Yeah, I think that's it.
It's time for you to get you some sponsorships, man. We're lining up at the door. Come on.
Yeah, well, I actually left EHP a couple of years ago because I just didn't like the way they were changing things up, and they were just making it really difficult for athletes to get their supplements and do all these gift tick things for it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Go back to the old pardon.
I don't know what your worth is, and if they start changing around, like it's not.
I was like, it's just a waste of my time, that.
What brand would you want though? Would it be like, do you love EHP, or is there another brand that you'd be like?
No, I'm kind of EHP labs have kind of like, I feel like the hype's
over.
Yeah. I love Musashi and Optimum Nutrition for sure. I have been with Optimum before. But yeah, I just love those two brands personally.
Yeah, I like them too, babe. They're good classics too. They've been around.
Yeah. Safe. They taste good.
100%. What about clothing? Obviously you'd like Bombshell, but is there anything else that's like you'd be like, oh fuck, I'd be keen for that if they hit you up?
No, not really. I haven't really been looking around, to be honest. Like things kind of like just pass my eye more than anything right now. But yeah, I know there are so many amazing brands out there. But yeah.
Nice.
I'm so chill. I like don't even, it's like almost the last thing on my mind, to be honest.
This is us Kiwi pros. We don't like, in this country, we pay for ourselves to get there. We don't have to like we don't try to rely on sponsorships. You know how like Americans are like, sponsorships going to pay for my competing. So much harder here to do that. So we just
yeah. I mean, it'd definitely be nice to have that in future to support that side, but I know that's probably going to be a little bit more on the me supporting me side in regards to getting myself there and all that. But you never know. You never know.
You never know. Like, you touch down on American soil, you do a comp there, you don't know who you're going to meet. Like, you have no idea who might see you and be like, fuck, she's pretty. She's from New Zealand. We'll get our product over there. You never know. Like, honestly, anything could happen.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah. Oh, well, it's been so good to chat, babe. Thank you so much for your
Yes.
time. It's been good to have you back on.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly enjoying always jumping on here with you. It's so much fun.
Oh, and then will you make a little promise to me that I can get you on after your first pro show?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Whenever that is.
Whenever it is, it'll be sometime in the future, but she's definitely going to do one. So we're just going to just hold tight and watch, and hopefully they'll have a live stream for us that we can buy, and we'll be supporting you with it. So it's exciting. Oh, well, it's been so good, babe. Hope you have an awesome Christmas. Relax and enjoy yourself, and we'll all see what you get up to next year.
Amazing. It was lovely talking to you.
Thanks, babe. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Bye.